Disappointed me the wrong direction, and I was calling you king. Mood lines, my reflection. Slaying dragons ain't a thing. I got the means to pay the bills, but I don't mean to make you feel like I don't need you. I chew you out, but I don't sneeze you. Release you. If we ain't equal, there'll be no sequel. This horror story where you don't meet my expectations. Meet me on my level so I can greet you like salutations. My reputation go hard before I enter a room. Get your hustle up. This plane is leaving soon. I got high hopes, don't you let me down. I just need a king so I can be on my queen. I don't need a king that's queen, do everything. I just need a king that's hinged and open doors. Not lowering my standards, not doing it anymore. Did I set the bar too high, or did I provide? Never mind her changing every day. I'd rather rain you all the way. Like whether I set the bar too high, or gave you the time to be a grinder. At the end of day, it's simple. I don't lower bars, no limbo. Never going down, count the diamonds in my crown. Standards take me high, so I'm never on the ground. Two type of greens take me up, and either way it's a segue to give me more than a cut, and I pop a squat like it's leg day. Get it up, get your cash up. Get it up, and maybe, babe, we can match up. I just keep on stacking paper to the ceiling. Going down, Mayday, don't know that feeling. I just need a king so I can be on my queen. I don't need a king that's queen, do everything. I just need a king that's hinged and open doors. Not lowering my standards, not doing it anymore. Did I set the bar too high, or did I provide? Never mind her changing every day. I'd rather rain you all the way. Like whether I set the bar too high, or gave you the time to be a grinder. At the end of day, it's simple. I don't lower bars, no limbo.
Are you staying warm, Kinsman, or what?
Staying warm. There we are. We just switched there. We'd cause too much turmoil on the show there if we didn't. But yes, staying warm. It wasn't too bad. And again, I'd rather take the cold than
than what?
Tornadoes, bad weather, floods. I can deal with a bit of cold. Been here now well over a decade. It's not that bad up here.
I feel like you're outside with earmuffs. Is this true?
No earmuffs.
No.
Just this. Actually, I haven't taken I don't take the toque off. When the toque's on, it stays on.
My parents used to make me wear earmuffs to school. That did not go well with the guys.
There's the cool looking earmuff, and then there's the as the cool kids say, the geeky looking earmuff. You had the geeky looking.
What there's a cool pair of earmuffs, maybe now, but not in the 80s. I tell you, there was no cool
the big Princess Leia ears.
Yeah, that's right. Online schooling. Well, we'll be chatting about that in a bit. I got a few things to talk about this online schooling here.
Yeah, we just got the list today. The emails went out. Here's what you need for online schooling. And in the very fine print of the list, it says you need to go to the LCBO and get yourself stocked up just to be on the safe side.
There we go. No snow days. But we'll get to that in a bit, because we have a pretty amazing guest on here tonight. Adam Barta.
Pretty darn amazing.
Oh, yeah, man. This guy, he does everything, Kinsman. He does everything. I had the privilege to meet him a couple years ago. We were in Fort Lauderdale for celebrity boxing. Saw him perform live. Outstanding. He's up to everything, this guy. Like, we could probably spend about 4 hours with him picking his brain. But, we can't take too much of his time, though.
No, busy guy. He's a YouTuber. He's a musician. He's you name it. He's been on Howard Stern. This guy has been around the block, and I'm super excited to get into the brain of good old Adam Barta tonight.
There it is. Well, you ready to bring him on or what?
Let's bring him on. I can see him adjusting his camera
He's
off screen. So let's bring him on and see what's going on here.
He's always ready, right, Adam? Oh, and we can't hear him.
On here. Let's turn his mic on.
It's on his end. Yeah. Probably.
There we go. Okay.
There you go,
Adam.
There's my guy. Looking good.
How are you guys?
Good. How are you?
We're awesome. Let me ask you a question right off the bat, because I know you're from New York, but you're not living in New York right now, right?
No, I'm in Florida, actually. I've been in Florida for the past few years.
Okay, so let me tell you. So we're in Northern Ontario, Canada. I'll give it in Fahrenheit because we use Celsius here. It's 5 degrees here, and we're expecting a foot of snow tonight. What do you think about that weather?
I think I'm glad that I left New York a long time ago. It's funny. I was actually up there for like the holiday season, and it was like I got a taste of it. The weather was like dropping from like 40 to 10, and we were like hightailed it out of there that day. We're like, we're done. We're out of here. Back to Florida.
Yeah, no kidding, eh? Florida, I love it down there. What's the COVID situation there? Is everyone just living life?
It's kind of like, I guess it really depends on where you go and who you're talking to. I mean, there's a lot of people down here, I'm sure, that just don't even acknowledge COVID or even know what it is. So, but there's a lot of people you'll see in the stores with masks, and, lots of people online for vaccinations and lots of people getting tested. So I think it's pretty much, I will say this, I did feel, less safe in New York. Part of the reason we left New York early for the holidays was because we were so scared of catching the Omicron, because it's so prevalent there. So we were just like, let's get out of here before anything happens. So, but it's bad everywhere. So.
Yeah, we're heading back into a lockdown here. I think 85th lockdown. So who knows what's we can't seem to figure it out in Canada. So maybe it's better luck down there. But thanks for joining us, Adam. I so many things to talk to you about because you've done so many awesome things. But the first question I had, like, when did like this entertainment bug get in you? Like, was it early? Were you in like drama classes? Were you taking singing lessons, or was it something that came later on in life?
Firstly, I got such a kick out of the way you just said drama, because I saw one of my YouTube my coworkers YouTube in here, Cynthia. She said shout out, and we have this YouTuber called Chickens by the Lake, who's a famously from Canada, and she goes, if you don't want the drama, you got to skip this video because this video is going to be drama. Right. So that's what just gave me a chuckle. But not to digress, but to answer your question, when I was a little kid, I came out of the womb, I say, singing. Like, I really did, because I remember like I would be like 3 or 4 years old and putting on talent shows for my parents. So I guess like creatively my brain always worked in a certain way. And it's funny because now at like middle age, I look back on my teenage years and I realized like I had the blueprint. I knew what I was amazing at, what I loved to do, and that was creating like content, creating movies, creating video. And it took me the long way about to get there, and a pandemic or two, well, not or two, just one. And I found that calling, and I realized it was always there from my early years, teen years, and even before that.
Yeah, that's right. And you really accelerated it. And was it like, it seemed like following your career, like your first big path is the music, correct? That was
Yep.
First, and what it was like I'd like to go through every moment, but the minute you see your name, your song on a Billboard chart, like, tell me about like that morning. That must be something where it's like, okay, I've made it, or I'm proud of this accomplishment, because that must have been one of the things on your bucket list, obviously, as a recording artist.
Well, actually, one of a similar moment to that kind of wasn't Billboard, but at the time, MTV, I think it was 2007, had just launched their Logo network, which was like an LGBT sort of music network, kind of competing with MTV, and which actually famously launched RuPaul's Drag Race. But before that aired, they had a show called The Click List, and every week they would vote on, it was like TRL for all the LGBT artists, and every week they would have a Click List countdown. And I remember coming home from vacation with my mom, and I checked on the chart, and my song was like number 1 on the debuted, and I just started screaming and crying. I ran to my mom's room, and she was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, "I'm number one. Ah! And it was so cool. It was just so amazing to like to share that with her. So for me, like the Billboard and everything else beyond that, I guess, even if I win a Grammy, it'll be absolutely amazing. But that memory is always going to be like my memory of like making something and making my mom proud, because that's what it's all about for me. My mom passed away, 5 years ago, and I still just want to make her proud and like, live up to what she wanted me to be.
Yeah, well, obviously, my mom passed a couple years ago, and I have the same sense. They're always looking down, and we want to make them proud. And I'm sure you very well are doing that. And with the music, and then you worked with countless reality stars. Do you enjoy the collaboration with the reality stars, or are you more like that's great, but I want it to be like a solo Adam Barta project? Where are you most creatively driven?
I would say in the last decade, in my 30s and the 2010s, I would have said, yeah, reality TV collaborations. I want to work with every housewife, every reality TV train wreck. And that's kind of what I did in some capacity, or chase down. And, going forward into my 40s in this decade, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to kind of, I've done it. Like I've been there, I've done it. I think it's time to move on. I think like the funniness of it kind of has lost, or not the funniness, but the allure of it kind of is lost for me a bit. It's kind of so commonplace now too. Everybody's trying to do music. Everybody's trying to do these wacky videos. So for me, I think that's what I was kind of like just reevaluating and seeing what I wanted to do. And to answer your question, yeah, I wanted to be the Adam Barta show, and these people are, not to say I don't want to be part of an ensemble, because I would love that, but I want it to be about art that I'm creating, characters and comedy and whatever Adam Barta wants to create, not, a train wreck for people to kind of laugh at, because it's kind of low hanging fruit.
Sorry, Kinsman. I know I'm not letting you get a breath in here with Adam.
I'll get the next question here. I'll let you roll on.
Yes, please.
Go ahead. Okay. Well, I have
you
more.
Want me to ask? Okay. No, I want to ask this. You're talking about your amazing characters, and I think a lot of people, over the holidays got used to Aunt Carol. Now, is Aunt Carol a one-time thing? I think it's popular enough that you could actually take this on tour and have the Aunt Carol show. What do you have to say about your fans? I know one of our fans knew you were on the show tonight. Janice said, tell us about Aunt Carol.
I first of all, I'm going to tear up. It's so crazy to see that. Thank you, Janice, so much. That's so amazing. Like I was actually telling my partner, Matthew, I was like, somebody actually wants to see Aunt Carol. They love her. And I was like, and I'm reading the comments, and there's so many people that just resonate with this character. And it's funny because I realized the character is someone that comes from me. It's part of who I am. It comes from my mom talked like that, from the Bronx. She was from the Bronx, so she talked like that. She had the accent. I mean, she was beautiful. She didn't look like Aunt Carol, but I knew many people that did look like Aunt Carol. Let's be clear. So she's based on a real person-ish, real people, and I think that's what resonates. So I love doing her. She's going to be a staple as long as people want to see her. And right now, it seems like her star is on the rise. So she just did a dating video, I think, tonight that's up. So yeah, she's going to be doing a lot more. Stay tuned.
Yeah. You got to check out Adam's YouTube channels, because it's like, to me, it's like you've created all these awesome characters, and the options are unlimited, right? Because you have so many different characters. Are these, just to elaborate what Mark was asking, are some of these characters like exaggerated versions of yourself to a degree, or are they just like people that you just imagined in your mind?
They're people, I think a little bit of both. Aunt Carol, comes from my family, comes from my Bronx upbringing. There's a character I have that's called Chia, who's kind of like this really dopey, ditzy, stupid, genderless, ageless, like moron, which is partly me, but in a way. But so I think they all are. There's Greg Goodman, who's like the church going, oh my God, I'm Mr. Greg Goodman, and he's like, I was an altar boy. So yeah, I think all the characters have sort of a component of me, and I think to avoid being disingenuous, because I think a lot of times it's easy to offend people these days, and I think to avoid that, the easiest way is to put yourself into the character. So you're making fun of yourself always, and not necessarily somebody else or a culture or a religion or whatever.
And it wasn't too long ago. I think we met in 2009. You were performing live at a celebrity boxing event with Patricia Tanmung, and then and a high energy, like high energy, awesome performance. I think it stole the night personally. But then, you know, skip ahead 2 years later, I am turning on Judge Jerry Springer, and here you are. Is the friendship over between you and Tannenbaum, or what's the story here?
No. We're good. You know, I think after she did it, you know, I think she regretted doing it, you know, suing me. But, you know, at the time she wanted to, I guess, make a point with Cynthia Beaumont, who is a co-star of mine on many of my skits. And she's very talented, very exciting woman. And, you know, her and Patricia butted heads really, really bad. And I think that kind of spilled over into, it made great TV. I was like, you know, they said, do you want to come on? And she's going to sue. I said, sure. I mean, I don't think I owe her any money, but at the end of the day, she got over it, and we made up. It's, you know, we've gone for longer pereriod without talking, so it was kind of a blip, but it was fun.
Was the suing before Life of the Party or afterwards?
After, all that was after. This was well after Tan Talks. She was suing, I forget, for the dish or the tea. She was on one of my shows, and I think she had wanted to get paid or something, but we weren't really making any money, which was why we kind of stopped doing them. You know, so, but we're trying to plan some more stuff in the future. I think she wants to do another Tan Talk, so I'm trying to see if she can get the Howard Stern show to cover it and make it interesting, because I think that's what, you know, she brings that to the table. So it's good. It's all good.
Yeah. And obviously, like you mentioned, and I'm sure it's been asked like 10 zillion times, but like what people who don't know is like Adam's a big part of the Stern show. He's not like a one-time caller. I wish I was even a one-time caller. Like I regularly discussed, been on Stern multiple times. You know, Stern loves the collaboration with Tannenbaum. When you're sitting in the green room to go on the Stern show, is that like a cerebral like moment in time? Because that's, to me, is the biggest entertainment show.
That's the pinnacle of all entertainment, is Howard Stern.
Well, I cried after the first time I went on, which was in 2013. Like, I left the studio and I cried. I was like, I can't believe I just did that, because I'm a super fan. You know, I've been listening since I was a teenager. I remember sleeping on my living room floor, you know, and watching Howard on the E! channel as a teenager. So, you know, I cried the first time I was on, and it just it became very surreal. And I guess you get used to it, but still, it is still very weird to be part of a show that you idolized and listened to and loved and still love, you know, after all these years, and you're part of the actual history of the show, you know. And that moment became real for me when I saw Howard writing in his book. He wrote Free to Be Patricia Marie. And I was like, oh my God, you know, that's crazy. So it is. I'm really thankful, and you know, I feel like it's a family there, and it's like any TV show or a radio show. It's like there's always be a family, even if I'm never on again, I'll always be part of that. So I'm thankful.
Yeah. Once again, to me, it's just not another show. It's like the biggest show in the world to me. To me, it'd be like, if I'm on the Stern show, then I'm like, well, I retire. Like, that's it.
It's
that's the last tick on the bucket list. But it's got to be cool. You have Howard Stern probably in your, you know, you could text Howard. Does he just say, hey, we need you on the show? Does he tell you? Or is it just like, you know, the night before saying, hey, Adam, we need you for a bit. You want to come on? How much planning goes in when Howard, you know, gives you the call to come on?
Well, it's usually, so it's kind of like a lot. It's very pre-planned. They're very, very booked, and they're very tight, well-oiled machine. So with their guests, because they have access to the biggest celebrities in the world. You know, Lady Gaga, Elton John. You know, the Beatles, like Paul McCartney. It's like, it's crazy how many people Howard, you know, has on, and then he has me and Patricia on. So it's like, you know, I totally get like, drop, you know, whatever you're doing if you got to go on. But usually it's projects, you know, me and Patricia will just come up on our own organically, something like the Tan Talk or a song or a music video, and they'll just be like, this is great, we want to talk about it. And you know, when Free to Be Me first came out, you know, we went into that studio not even thinking of anything. We're like, oh, this will be a cute little quirky, you know, novelty song we'll do again. Maybe it'll get in the Daily Mail or some newspaper, Daily News. And then when we sent it over to Howard, he talked about it within days, a couple days of sending it. And Shuli at the time was like, you know, Howard takes weeks to review stuff. The fact that he's talking about this was in 2 days is something. And it sure was. It was like the biggest song of 2018 or 2019, whatever it was. Yeah. So, you know, it was really cool. And I think it's something that it takes a lot of, you have to have really good sense of timing with it. And you have to be available when they call, and you have to have a good sense of what you want to get out of it too. Because like anything, you're going on part of a show and a platform. So, you know, some people, and I think like the Whack Pack part of the reason they make great TV is because they don't care about what they look like, whereas most people would. So it's like they're on the biggest show in the world and you're just acting like nothing. So I think that's where it comes down to.
Following you like on Facebook, and you give updates of what's happening, behind the scene for you and all these projects you're involved in. Do you find like, you call yourself middle age, or we're in our 40s too. I consider us young. I don't know, but
we're young.
Yeah, we're young and still hip, I guess. But do you feel like you're the most motivated in your career right now at this age?
Probably I am. I would say, just because the clock is ticking, but I think like it kind of was just, you have a come to Jesus and you're like, what do you want to do with your life? Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to create? Do you want to inspire? Do you want to teach? And for me, it was create. I want to create. And I look at myself as an artist now. And I used to think it was such like, what's the word? Just not rhetoric, like cliche to just say, oh, I'm an artist, I'm a creator, I create YouTube, but it really are like, it's like my paintbrush and your paintbrush is the backgrounds, is going into Canva, is going to Photoshop, going into Adobe Premiere, that's our paintbrushes and canvases of the 21st century. So, that's what I look at it as. Like we're creating something, and we have something to give, and don't limit yourself. And I was limiting myself to just working, on these sort of superficial projects with like reality stars and stuff that weren't necessarily the best, but were just quick and easy and got my name in lights, so to speak.
Right. And now sort of, obviously now you have more creative control since it's your own channel and these are characters that you developed. But it seems like you got, like, just following you, like you have like just this fire underneath you right now. And it's maybe because, you go to your YouTube page is consistently updated, new characters all the time, new segments, which is not easy to do on the back end, by the way, obviously, as you know. So this is obviously more than a full-time job for you. This is something that around the clock, you must be walking around the house as Aunt Carol, driving everyone nuts.
Oh, we work on the weekends. Yeah, we go. I have a really supportive partner, so I'm really thankful. And like, he helps me with everything. And it's definitely overtime. It's a lot of work. But you know what it is too, Jamie, is that like I'm very passionate about it, like you are. So I think that when you have that and you're having fun, like I'll be sitting there editing and I make myself laugh and I'm like, I'm having fun. Like this is not work, but this is a career and I'm so thankful. So that's why I think I'm just happy to keep churning them, You
should see Mark, Adam and his partner do these videos where they're on the couch and the roller coaster. Now I'm a roller coaster junkie, so I love these videos. To me, if I had to guess, if you had the most fun doing any videos, it's those ones. I'm guessing because it looks like you guys are just having the time of your life.
When I did Mama June's was actually the funnest one to shoot because we did that in an actual hurricane. So we were literally outside getting footage of her in a hurricane for this and for her press thing and her show. So it was crazy. We're like have water up to our knees. We're like, should we stay here? Everyone's evacuating. I mean, it's really funny. So that was, and we're in the middle of this. We're filming on a green screen. So that was probably the most fun and crazy one that I've done, I think, of all the YouTube stuff.
Yeah, they really creative stuff. So what 2022? What are we going to see from Adam Barta?
I think so I have a project coming out that's going to be called The T. It started out as a YouTube series and it's moving over to a digital platform, which I can't announce yet, but it's going to be a series, I believe at this point. It's being filmed. It's starring Tuesday Night is in it, Pandora Box. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this. I guess I am because I'm like the creator or whatever it is. That's just, I'm revealing spoilers, but it's got some really big names: Lisa Wilcox, Richie Ramone. It's like really, really big eclectic names in this project, and I think it's going to be exciting. So keep an eye out on that, and keep an eye out on my YouTube channel. There'll be lots more characters and Carol. They'll be having lots more on Carol and lots more characters. So stay tuned, and I'm sure we'll see these people on TV somewhere.
Yeah, we will.
And lots of infomercials as well. I know a lot of people, the infomercials, was that the start of, your YouTubing? Do you still do some? I know the Ninja Creamer, is it the Ninja Creamer that is one of your more popular videos out there?
Yeah, so it's funny because I did a Ninja Foodie one last year when I just started my home studio here, and it just gets like hundreds of videos a day. It gets hundreds of views a day. Still a year later, so I'm like, you know what? I'll just I'm an Amazon affiliate. I'll just do another one. I don't care, you know. But it's I'll do. I'm started to do stuff as Aunt Carol now. No, so if you notice, Aunt Carol was hosting the shopping network where you can actually buy items that she recommends, which I don't know if you'd want to, but it's there.
Yeah, Aunt Carol, I know is going to be a super hit. People, if you put that on a collective DVD or just Aunt Carol on her own, because like you said, everybody can resonate with Aunt Carol. I think everybody has Aunt Carol, maybe not the name Carol, maybe Aunt Ruth. There's an aunt in everybody's household that can relate to Carol.
Yes, she's the amalgam of many awkward, uncomfortable ants that you love, but you don't want to necessarily be around.
Especially Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer when you're singing that song, for part of the holiday Christmas theme show that you're doing.
Get that thing out of here. I don't want it.
Yeah.
My partner loves when I do
we can hang out with a weekend with Aunt Carol there, kids. But I think
Aunt Carol is awesome. And again, a lot of people, it's funny. Sometimes it's the inventions or the ideas that you don't think are gonna fly. Those are the ones that usually fly because obviously they get to see you having some fun playing Aunt Carol as well, right? So
I think that's what it is.
It resonates with your audience.
Exactly it. That's exactly it.
Do you find, because a lot of work goes into production of these characters and on the YouTube channel, is music like sort of like on the side for you right now, or?
Yeah, I've kind of like taken a step back. I got really disillusioned with the music biz after Free to Be Me, and then I had another song came out and I did some stuff and it was climbing the charts, and then it just became very political with music, and I realized like if I'm not Taylor Swift, I don't feel like fighting my way into this. Like it's too much. So I kind of fell back onto this, but I really don't regret it. Like I'm not missing making music. And that's not to say that one day I'm not going to pick up, wake up and start, oh my God, I have a melody in my head, which I'm sure I will. But right now I think my focus is just on this. And then, I think music I'm going to be releasing music this year, but it's not going to be like, I won't be performing or touring unless, hey, who knows? Anything's possible.
Do you still stay in touch with Labari?
Yeah, I still talk to LeVar. He's actually also another one that's going to be on Judge Jerry, I think, next year or this year. Yeah. And I still talk to Patricia, although I have to call her. I've been meaning to call her the past few days. I just get crazy busy, and she's got a lot going on too. But we're still in touch, and yeah, everyone's good. Everyone's shout out to Munching and Chatting and Tyler and all my crew and
all your crew. Now, before we let you go, like we talked about all the snow coming here, like a foot of snow. Like, have you ever held a shovel in your life, or this Florida life has settled in and you forgot all about that disaster?
I've been. I'll tell you, my last memory of the snow was when I came home. Was like 2015, 2016. I was up the block from my house, and I literally got stuck in this one lane tiny back road in the snow, and I had to have 10 little kids come and dig me out. That I only had $10 in my pocket. I gave them, and then I creaked down the road to a sheet of ice to get to my driveway that was also buried in snow. So yeah, no, I'm done with snow. I have many memories of it that I'm happy to be memories.
Don't invite him to Timmins next weekend, Kinsman, with that Carol, because we're gonna get
maybe in the spring, where when people come and visit Timmins, it's usually not in the winter. Spring, summer, we'll invite you over for a barbecue.
Yeah, summer sounds great.
Summer, there we go. Well, Adam, thanks. I really appreciate it. I know you're super busy, but we appreciate you checking in with us and give us an update what's going on. And we're following you. Obviously, we said it a zillion times on the show. We want more Aunt Carol.
She's coming. Check out her latest.
Clear. Check out her latest. But good luck with everything, man. I love your passion and your drive. That's what I respect the most, and it comes out in everything you do. And keep kicking ass in 2022, right, Kinsman?
That's right. And again, anybody looking for Aunt Carol, Deck the Halls was one of my favorite. They're all great, but Deck the Halls and what is it? Chestnuts roasting on the open fire with Aunt
get
Carol.
That thing out of here.
Right? Yeah, so much fun. And again, more Aunt Carol, and I guarantee you could just take the Aunt Carol. That could be an entirely
happy
new
to.
entity and a part of your 2022
Right.
gig from here on in.
I'd be
Yeah.
happy to do
Lots
that.
of fun.
I hope
Lots
from
of
your
fun.
mouth to God's ears.
There it is. All right, Adam. We'll touch
Thank you, my
base soon.
friends.
Thanks so much
Yeah.
again. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. You're awesome.
No worries. Okay.
Cheers, Adam. Take care,
Bye.
buddy.
Bye. He's one talented guy, man. Like his whole career. Like some people are lucky enough to be talented in one aspect of life, right, Kinsman? We're talking, the singing, the reality shows, the reality TV, the collaborations. And now,
as they say, the jack of all trades, he's the master of all of them. And again, if you watch the "Twas the Night Before Christmas" video, he was a part of that for us as well.
Yeah, Adam's a really good guy, and I actually did a video with him in 2020 where he was my fashion consultant. I'm gonna show that at the end of the show tonight. It was super funny, and I had a chance to meet him and Tan Mum a couple years ago, and they're really down to earth, sweet people. So, and talented. So there we go, pal.
Talented. And again, it's not too often you get to talk to a celebrity in that rank with Adam Barta. But again, Adam Barta, always welcome here on Kins and Klomp Live. Glad to have him a part of the show. I know there was a comment from Lisa asking, "What's up with? Is my lighting off tonight?" Got
your lighting's always.
Let me try it again.
Your lighting's always off.
This
you never right there. Right?
No, hang on. This one.
You never.
That one looks like that one looks like I'm sun tanning, but I'll keep it on that one.
Kinsman, as I've said multiple times, I love you, pal. But you're very stubborn, you know that, right? So
I am stubborn. Well, I saw the comment, Lisa Picard. I don't know. I adjusted where my situation, like where the light's set up, so something could be a bit off. But anyhow, it's better than what it was. Remember what it was before? I had the webcam issues, light issues. I'll take this lighting issue over any other issue.
Wow.
But again, speaking of this, it looks like I'm tanning. Big shout out to Gail from Bermuda Tan. We're giving away a week's worth of tanning on tonight's show. All you have to do is comment and say, "Hey, I want to win some tanning," and Gail will hook you up. And again, she's going to be giving away a week's worth this week, and then coming back in a couple of weeks, she'll give away another free week because she does say the month of January is the January Blahs, so she wants to cheer people up with some sunshine.
We love Gail over at Bermuda Tan, and last time we were there, the whole place decked out like you're at the Caribbean, and I can't wait to get out of here and go on a trip, Kinsman. But what Gail was saying, exactly right. I've got a banner for that, pal, because I was asking you about this before the start of the show. First, I was doing a wellness check, making sure you're okay. You told me I feel fine, but because January is historically the most depressing month,
the most depressing time of the year. As they say, Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year. Mm-hmm. January, the most depressing time. And here's my theory: it's because the mail carriers are bringing all the Christmas goods in the form of Visa and MasterCard bills for the month of January.
It's like that commercial I was telling you about. It ran like 5 or 6 years ago. The postman comes to the door with his bag of mail. He takes out 2 letters, then he leaves the whole bag at the front door, and it says, "Bill's got you down." Right. So you're right. Yeah, most people. Some people don't like Christmas, but most people, you're spending a little freely. You're having get-togethers, celebrations. And then, boom, we get locked down. Boom, the 10th variant.
That's it, right? January Blahs. Could Ford have timed it? I was just talking to someone about this, before the show. A year ago, our Facebook memory was talking about getting set for e-schooling, and boom, here we are on the eve again of more e-schooling. So it is kind of depressing, but that's what we do. We try to we steer that aside. We try to take your mind away from it for an hour,
for a minute,
And with the likes of Adam Barta, we hopefully do that for you.
Lisa says we have to come up with a live on location in the tropics somewhere and bring one of your fans along.
We're working on it. We're working on it because of COVID. We can't quite do it yet with the borders. So
the lockdown ain't gonna help. No, it doesn't.
No, right? January Blahs, like I said, the Ford government timing it at the most inopportune time. Anyhow.
Do you so you wanted to talk about this? Are you ready for online schooling? Now, from what I understand, now school's supposed to start tomorrow.
Well, it's supposed to start tomorrow, but here's the thing. I got the email today probably a lot of parents out there got the same email. My little guy will get a phone call tomorrow with, I guess the teacher saying, okay, e-schooling's going to be happening now on Thursday at normal time. So tomorrow's the day where we go through the checklist and make sure that we've got everything. They sent the email where you need, your pencils, everything in line. Of course, the iPads, which the students took home before Christmas. So there's the telltale sign that we were going to be doing e-schooling, right? But anyhow, the list came out. And tomorrow, a teacher says they're going to be calling all the parents to make sure that your little one is ready to go with passwords and whatnot. And then, Thursday morning, back with e-schooling again.
Back with e-schooling. Yeah, I thought because I hadn't seen the email, and I thought, so I still have the one guy in school, Aiden, right? And he telling me to start Thursday. I thought he was trying to trick me for another sleep in, another night up.
No, it is Thursday.
Yeah, he's right. All right, you know it all, kids. But
it kind of throws a hand cut. Here's the deal. Both my little guys in school. My littlest guy is in daycare, and when I drop my little guy off at daycare, normally I drop off Ethan at the same time, Ethan and Caden, and then from the daycare over to the school. But now that we're back to e-schooling, the little guy can go to daycare, but the oldest Ethan, he can't go to the schooling, so he's got to hang around with Papa tomorrow, and we'll put Ethan to work tomorrow, doing some Kins and Klomp stuff. Anyway, we got to go tackle that the shopping list for school, back to school for him anyway.
You better get that. Janice says you better have a 5-day-a-week Kins and Klomp show. Well, we are working on something. It's definitely in our goals for 2022 that we're going to have more shows. So, and I'm going to have to put up with Kinsman a few more days a week.
A few more days of the week.
Hey,
Sherry. Hi, Sherry. Hello.
Seeing kids' eyes make it all worth the January bills. Yeah, that's right. I mean, we had a really good Christmas year. Yeah,
if you don't overspend, you're okay. It is good to treat. And again, living vicariously through your little ones, nothing beats Christmas. I won't change it for anything. And again, what's Janice say? We aren't officially starting till Thursday. We aren't organized. Yeah, well, that was also in the email. The teachers have to do their prepping tomorrow.
They get, and Joanne's following up. They get a day to prepare. I mean, that's not. Oh.
One day to prepare for. Is it 3 weeks? Let's hope it's only for 3 weeks, but 3 weeks of planning.
Yeah, everyone's. It's a tough boat for a lot of people on top of all the normal January stuff, pal.
As they say different strokes for different folks, but there's a lot of folks out there sharing the same emotions. And I for one, Janice, if she's out there, if you needed the adult beverages, I'm pretty sure Janice would let you come into her driveway and you can pick something up.
Everyone can go to Janice's and just grab something out of her fridge. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, you know
she's
what?
So kind.
Yeah, no, she is so kind. Yeah,
yeah, she's awesome. Hey, not a bad January for Lisa from Chapleau.
Yes, what a win that is! $583,130 was her win. And again, Lisa, if you watch the story from the TADH Foundation, they posted the fate of her win. She bought tickets like everybody else did for the month, but of course, the last day it was climbing above 500,000. She ended up buying a whack of tickets right before the end of the draw, and it was the winning ticket in that winning batch that she bought the last night of the draw that won the ticket or the draw. Yeah.
I figured you never called me for a while, so you won and just moved.
No, I was hoping that I was going to get a call from the TADH Foundation. Didn't happen. And again, it's always the same mentality. Okay, 11 o'clock. They must be doing the draw. Okay, maybe they're delayed at the draw, right? Yeah, you always hope it's going to be you, and then it's 11:15, 11:20. Okay, they're not calling me, right? And then you see other posts online saying, "I didn't get a call." Everybody hopes to have that phone call. And again, if you read the story on their Facebook page, Lisa, she had to have them tell her coworkers in Chapleau there that they won. It's not too often you get the phone call saying, "Here, you won over $500,000." That's gotta be one heck of a phone call to take.
Not too often. No, it never happens. No, not too often. Like it happens like every second Thursday. No, dude.
We try.
That's right.
How much money from your pocket and mine is Lisa spending in Chapleau? So
Okay,
you're
so
welcome, Lisa.
can you confirm something to me? So I know that have pushed back the Canadian under 18 curling championships that were supposed to start in Timmins in February.
Yeah.
Now I'm further reading the article, and it says they're looking at postponing it to later in the year, but there's no ice available at the MAC. So is that why we're not getting it this year? Because
reading, the fine between the lines, I think it's due to lack of ice time, so they pushed it to. I think we're going to get the 2023 version of this.
Right now, it's pushed back.
This is the second time they've postponed because of COVID. So third time, hopefully, the charm.
Yeah, we should say it's pushed back due to the current restrictions, but they want to look at it later in the year, and we have no ice. So does that mean like it's later and the ice won't be in, or it's all booked? Or?
They usually take the ice out right before summer, right? It's like a compressor. I'm sure you can put ice in all year round, but probably very, very tough on the compressors at any arena.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Amanda's asking. Went to Pads Oasis. Yes, they're awesome there.
Yes.
Martin Peel and his team. Anyone know anything about school? I literally have no idea if there's school tomorrow. There is no school tomorrow. It starts Thursday.
Yeah, e-learning is on Thursday, Amanda. And according to the email I got from my little guy, teachers are reaching out to the parents tomorrow and will either phone or email and say, okay, here's the time, here's your passwords. Obviously, if you haven't got an iPad, tomorrow would be the day that you get the info on how to pick up one of those.
All right, buddy. What else did you want to yak about, Kinsman?
What else do we have going on?
Timmins Rock. Well, Timmins Rock is another. So they were scheduled to start this week, I believe, and they, along with businesses, organizations, almost everyone, they're pushed back, right?
Well, too many restrictions, and you know what? They just said, you know what? Let's just keep the season on pause until at least January 27th. So the Rock are hoping to see everybody back at the MAC in 3 weeks. And again, the missed game, they are missing a game this Sunday. They'll reschedule the missed games, hopefully, toward the end of the season.
All right. Okay. How much snow are we like I was telling Adam, we're getting about a foot of snow. Was this true? 20 to 30 centimeters?
Well, that's what it says. 20 to 30 centimeters. I'm going to pull up the weather app right now because I do not want to wake up and shovel.
Well, I think it's going to be a perfect day because tomorrow we are dropping off the new snowblower at the Winter's house. See, maybe when you go there, you're going to start it up and show her how to use
Cindy
it.
Cindy Farragut, I'll say, Cindy, come over to my driveway. We'll do the test run on my turf, and then Clomps, and then we'll drive it back to Cindy.
She could probably show
and maybe shovel Justin's for giving it away from V&M.
Justin Such, he's so funny, that guy, because he's so passionate about our business. Justin Morin from V&M Renovations, love him. Yeah, good guy. As he's leaving, my house, saying goodbye, then he's just sort of spanning my living room. I can come in here and spruce up a couple things. You need some baseboards over here, maybe fix this bay window here, fix like the ceiling. He's always fixing that guy. He's pretty smart. All right, we got some debate about the snow. Janice says 5 centimeters.
Well, see, they've downgraded it, which is good because I was just looking at my app. There was a weather warning. There's no warning on my app right now, so maybe it's missed us, which is not a bad thing.
Selena says 10 to 20. And Lori says
5.
10.
I'm moving to Janice's street.
Yeah,
like 5. It says 10 on Lori's street.
School buses are canceled.
Yeah. That's right. Can we just say this now? School buses are canceled for tomorrow.
Yeah, there's right. And
yeah,
there we go, buddy. Oh, let's see. Colin said 10 to 20. Yeah.
And I feel bad for Colin. You know what? Put Colin's comment back on there. Colin, of course, from Imagine Cinemas. They're also going to be taking a brunt of the lockdown. And if you're looking to help them out, pick up those gift cards, Imagine Cinema gift cards online, and it gives them money right now. And of course, you can use those gift cards for when the lockdown's done.
Yeah, that's right. And we've said it a bunch of times. The folks at Imagine Cinemas, and they invested a lot of money in those cinemas. The best chairs of any movie theater I've been to, and I've been to a lot of movie theaters.
A lot of theaters.
We want them to stick around here. It hasn't been an easy run for them and a million businesses who have to close again. Some of them have to close or curbside shopping. It's like, places like gyms or like if you want to do jujitsu, like it's terrible, man.
And again, it's already tough enough for, the movie business, ticket. What is the ticket? Like the producers, Hollywood producers take 60% of the ticket sales right off the hop. And then you mess with the concessions. It's a tough go. So again,
all right.
I feel for the movies. And also wanted to say, guess who's having a birthday today? Gina Facca from Imagine Cinemas is celebrating a birthday today. So happy birthday, Gina. Yeah.
How'd you know that?
I know that.
Good answer. Okay, well, Kinsman, because
I saw it online. Someone wished her a happy birthday.
You're known as the guy who used to give us the weather a lot in Timmins. So Lisa Picard has the full description of weather. So read it to me like, pretend I used to listen to it. All right, Kinsman's going to ruin
before
my day.
I used to listen to it, do you want me to use my radio voice?
Yeah. Pretend you're going to ruin my day.
Radio voice.
Let me turn Kinsman on, and if he tells me it's going to be sunny.
All right. Well, it's like reading a teleprompter. Winter weather travel advisory in effect. Hazard heavy snowfall amounts of 10 to 20 centimeters. When? Late this afternoon through early Thursday morning. Discussion. A low pressure system will bring snow to the region. Light snow is expected to begin late this afternoon or early into this evening before quickly intensifying overnight. Snowfall rates up to 3 centimeters per hour are possible at times. 3 centimeters per hour. Again, can Justin give away a few more snowblowers tonight, Justin? Can we give away a few more? Can we Cindy can make a mint. She can shovel her driveway and say, "Here for rent, she can charge it out by the hour."
Many times I cursed you doing the weather report back in the day. You rarely said it was sunny.
As we would say, you never shoot the messenger. We're just there to read.
Yeah, that's
we are just paid robots to read.
Yeah.
Business. Go back to that comment. Yeah, business owners taking the brunt of the next lockdown. So again, if you see your favorite shop that is going to be closed and they have to close down, buy gift cards. Again, buy a gift card, and again, it puts money into that business's pocket right now, and you can use the gift card for a later date.
The radio voice is coming out.
My radio voice never leaves.
It never leaves.
It's there.
Anyone who's met you in person knows that
is just my voice. Yeah.
The only difference is you curse more.
I curse a little bit more off the show. When my boys aren't around, the sailor mouth comes out. But it's funny. I must say the odd slip once in a while, because my little guys in the back seat will be driving, and sure enough, one of them will say something out the window. I'm like, Kaden. And again, you're thinking back. Okay, when did I say that? Okay. You don't be saying that one. Getting a phone call from the teacher the next day, right? Never a good thing.
I'm drinking water.
And I was drinking milk. A weird thing. I've run out of beer in the fridge. I need to go and top up. And I had some leftover milk from supper there, so that's what I was drinking.
Oh, I think I lost you, Mark. And maybe
No. Did you lose? Where'd you go?
I got you back, pal.
It was you frozen. I could see myself on my end.
Oh yeah, it is me frozen because I got the replay.
Well, you know who it is, because you do have a new tenant in your house there. Your oldest son moved back, so and he was asking for the adapter. I think he took the adapter
he's sucking up
life into the show there.
All this money for this internet bill, and he's sucking up all the juice, that kid.
He sure is.
Yeah, turn it off, Clumpy. Nothing. I'm talking to your brother. My little guy goes, "What?"
You got both.
All right. Yeah. I got a full house here. Okay, so let's give away the week of tanning. Are you ready for that?
Yes. And again, winners, we will reach out to you. Let me grab my pen. And we're going to give away a week of tanning. Again, this is courtesy of Gail Mills from Bermuda Tan.
Yeah,
it's worth of tanning. That's $75 worth of tanning. And again, you wake up tomorrow, 10 to 20 centimeters. You can put a smile on your face with some free tanning.
There you go, pal. The wheel is a spinning.
One week. Who's going to win it?
Kins and Klomp for the win again.
We can't win. We can't win that.
Kins and Klomp. All right. Hey, I get the tanning booth first.
Okay. Stand up tan or one of the lay down beds.
You're not good. Yeah, that's right, pal. I'm gonna
You're gonna look like tanning mom.
Ashley Allen.
Ashley Allen.
Yeah, she wins. She's won a few times on her
Wins
show.
a few prizes on our show. Lucky guy, as they say, the people have luck. It just goes. It just travels with you. So Ashley Allen, again, 1 week of tanning. We're going to get in touch with her and Gail.
Austin says, it's not me. I do not use internet. Back in my day, we used to go outside. You must be creeping the show. Hey, Kinsman, Amanda says she hasn't got her Tim's card. She won it on the show, right?
It was sent, so I don't know. Maybe she said she lost the original email. So if it was an e-gift card, where do they go?
Well, can we get a hold of her after the show and
we'll get in touch. We'll figure that out. I'll have to get in touch with the e-gift company and see if they can resend it.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they'd only get sent once. Obviously, they don't want you sending out 1,000 of them at the same card, right? So e-gift. It's Amanda Roy.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out, Amanda. If not, we'll just put a newer one in your mailbox.
Lots of congratulations. I liked it. People congratulate people when they win here. Yeah, her name's come up a few times. A
lot of people are lucky, Joanne. A lot of people are lucky. There's a lot of people congratulating Ashley.
So is that Kins and Klomp though come up a few times.
the odd time, yes.
Yeah. Search your trash folder. Oh yeah, if you didn't get the email, it might have went to trash.
Yes, Amanda, go to your spam folder. It might be in there, maybe.
Okay, so for the theater tickets, for the cinema tickets, yeah, you would contact the theater, correct? You would contact Colin and Colin.
Colin would have emailed Lori, but I guess with the posing lockdown or the pending lockdown, everything might be a bit delayed here because everything goes into effect as of midnight tonight. So I might want to hang on to those ones.
Yeah. So Colin will reach out to Lori, or Lori reaches out to Colin when things open up.
Okay.
How does that work? How does that? That's a question. Which one?
What's that? Well, Colin, we send Colin an email and Colin gets in touch with the winner.
Good. Nothing in the junk box.
So we'll go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go gift card hunting after the show.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lisa. We love Lisa. I'll go back to Lisa's comment there. Lisa, did my lighting fix so that I was looking pale with this color? Look, this one makes me look like a ghost.
No,
this one. And this one looks me sunny. And this one, it screws up my green screen. There we go.
Yeah, you shouldn't fix your technical things live, I would say. But yeah, that's way too bright, pal. Junk spam or might have accidentally went to the archives.
Yeah.
Okay, my hockey ticket's any good for Sunday. So if your game's been postponed, which it has been, we'll make sure you get tickets for the next available game.
Yeah.
Write that name down, Kinsman.
That's Mona Lisa Poulin. Yes, she.
Let's not forget people here.
Mona Lisa Poulin. Yeah. So obviously the 9th will not happen. So hang on to them because they might be good for a later game date. So we'll figure that out when we get to that point.
Yeah,
she's gonna go hide her booze. She knows where, because a lot of people know where she lives.
Mark, we off to the tickets with your boys. Off to the tickets.
Oh, she asked me if I was going to the movies with my boys. Haven't yet, and we're gonna have to wait now.
Okay, yeah. So due to the lockdown, they'll accept all passes, one from Kins and Klomp once they reopen.
Okay.
No hockey, no ringette, no life. It's crazy. But then I watch. Yeah,
crazy.
So I'm a big Buffalo Bills fan. So Buffalo's right across the border from Toronto. I watched the game Sunday. It's a full house, no masks. So,
and again, they made the playoffs. Your Bills are playing some good football right now.
Look up now. My son's the Kins and Klomp IT guy. Okay, so search all mail. Try searching gift cards or Tim Horton gift cards. He's our IT guy. He's gonna come down.
The IT, yeah. Kins and Klomp IT dude.
Yeah, way to be Klompy. We'll have to.
But there we go. My lighting apparently was okay there from Lisa. So it's this lighting. I had it on the other one, so yeah, it was the wrong setting. And
Well, yeah.
Hi, Matt.
Hey, listen, we're gonna have something awesome coming up with the bowling alley once all this restriction and stuff is
Can we just say it? When all this crap is done, we've got some big plans with Nat and Midtown Bowl. And again, you know, if you want to help out businesses that are closed for the lockdown, phone them up, phone Nat. And I don't know if Nat's got gift cards, but you know, book some bowling for after the lockdown. So at least get some cash into some of these businesses hit hard with this lockdown.
Austin says if that doesn't work, then they scammed you.
And when he says they, that would be me, because I was the one who sent the e-gift card. Can you imagine if we had a curfew? No, I can't imagine, Janice. Can't imagine.
That reminds me, the next morning you were at Tim's buying breakfast and everything. So, I know.
Man, the
you
card.
never heard Tim's card, kid. I don't need anyone knocking on my door asking for a Tim's card.
Oh, what did
they want it? They want it.
Need the K&K therapy. Yeah, well, and we have some definite plans. We can't reveal anything yet, but during the lockdown, keep your eyes on this show like you always do, and we've got some big plans coming up here.
Yeah, go help them out. Oh yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for that. All right, pal. So I think this was a wrap up. Happy, I think Mike's saying it. Is it Mike's birthday too?
Happy B-Day. Is it his birthday? Well, happy birthday, Mike. Is it Mike's birthday today?
I'm not too sure, but if it is, the best wishes. I love that. He's one of the Rock's biggest supporters.
Biggest supporters out there. And again, in between periods, he'll come down and match. He writes it like stat per stat. During every game, he'll come down during the intermissions, and he matches the score sheet with his. Right into it.
Feel free to go shovel some driveways tomorrow, Kinsman.
Well, my little guy's going to be up. My one little guy's going to be helping his papa out on Kids and Clomp Live. Another little guy is going to be doing some daycare, and I'll put the other little guy to work with some shoveling.
Before we drop that new snowblower off, maybe we could change it to gently used snowblower and do our
gently used. No, of course, Cindy watching now. So like, you better not. Yeah, Cindy Farragon. We're going to be. We're making a trip over to Cindy Farragon's place tomorrow.
Janice says, "I'll share booze if you come shovel."
There you go. That's a great
shoveler. The drunk shoveler strike. The drunk shoveler strikes again.
I work for booze or Tim Hortons gift cards. Which one?
Oh, look at this. Joanne thinks the snow is just going to pass us.
Well, that's what I think too. Well, here's the thing, Joanne. There was a weather app, like an actual advisory. The advisory is off my my app now. So
yeah. Oh, that's the story.
That's the well. It disappears.
Sometimes you got to say the end with your stories, because I was going to think.
I'm so used to you cutting me off at the end of the show.
That's right. That's right. But he was polite this time, and I ran out of a sentence.
That's right. Yeah.
All right, pal. So what I'm going to do is, I'm gonna play that video. I did it with Adam Barta in 2020. He was my fashion consultant. It was a comedy bit. And we're going to wrap it up, and then we're going to go stretch because we got some shoveling to do tomorrow.
And again, as we prepare Thursday's show, again, we'll bring some more winning. We do have some magic up our sleeves to keep everybody cheerful during the upcoming 21 days. Is it going to be 21 days? I'm holding forward to it. He says we'll see you in 3 weeks. Right? That's what he said at the end of that silly press conference they had.
There we go. Oh, it looks like January the 8th is Mike's birthday. So next show is the 6th. Let's wish him happy birthday. We're going to sing you happy birthday, Mike. Next show.
Happy birthday, Mike. Live on the show.
Yeah. All right there, Kinsman. Good night.
Louise saying good night. It's 14 days.
Who knows what's going on here.
It's still too long. We're year 3 into this. 3 years into 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
All right. Now,
video.
Start a sentence where I can cut you off to make me feel better now.
All right, let's go back and see our. Need a new snowblower? All you have to do is comment on this video and on the main post.
You like that?
That was the wrong video.
No, I did that on purpose.
I thought you were going to the Adam Barta one.
I am going to the Adam Barta one, but look at my son. He's creeping in the green screen. I am going to the Adam Barta one, but I want to see if you were paying attention.
I was paying attention.
Okay, give me another.
There's your son there.
Yeah, I know. He's creeping in the green screen. You got no privacy. All right, here's the Adam Barta video.
All right, let's watch.
Upon further review of my closet, I realized that I needed some help.
And at almost midlife, I should probably stop wearing video game clothing. So I went down to the local mall and did some shopping, baby! And just to be sure I did it right, I hired a fashion consultant to check out my new sense of style.
Adam Barta, the fashion style master.
I suck in the quarantine stomach! Ugh. Okay, the pants don't fit. But let's just focus on this top. Clumpomania!
What did you pick out that looks absolutely hideous?
Recreating Christmas morning any time of the year!
Jamie, what are you wearing? Oh my god, I think I've seen a better sense of style on a blind person.
Ready to cheer on Archie at the Riverdale football game! Go team!
Jamie, I don't know what you're trying to do with your sense of style, but I think I would just flush it down the toilet and probably start over again.
Cowboy boots, cowboy boots.
Probably look better on your dog. I mean, I think you should save it for him because he probably might get jealous when he sees you in it.
Looking good in my cowboy boots. Yeah! What is this, cotton? This is extremely hot. What's this pocket for? Ooh, $5. All ready for my high school reunion. Crisscross will make you jump. Oh yeah, crisscross will make you.
Did you get hit on your head? Oh my god, that is the most hideous color combination I've ever seen in my life.
The buns of steel in these pants when I get ready for some hot yoga. What's the sock for? Oh, come on, man. You cannot deny the peace and tranquility of a relaxing day in your house coat.
There are better looking clothes in Goodwill on the bargain basement rack than what you pulled out of your closet this morning.
Surprise! You gotta catch 'em all, you gotta catch 'em all. How does the song go? This is exhausting. I just need a 5-second break to brush my teeth, then I'll go try on some more clothes. You don't like socks and sandals? How about mega socks and one to cover it all up?
Oh my god, somebody called the Razzies. I think I found the worst dressed person on the planet.
Click, click, click. We're not in Missouri, Washington, Seattle, Kansas anymore.
That is so hideous looking. I think it makes my grandma's sofa look like a Porsche.
Say hello to my Canadian weapon of mass destruction.
That is the most disgusting outfit I've ever seen in my life. You should probably burn it, and not only burn it, you should start a landfill with it.
You don't kill Freddy Krueger. I live in your dreams. Or is it nightmares? Nightmares!
I don't know who dressed you, but you should probably put them back in kindergarten because I think their teacher's missing them.
Well, Adam, you tried, but I just can't change who I am. I am going to go to my next function, though, in this nice, eye-popping pink shirt that you picked out for me and ruin it all with a Bass Pro fishing hat. Reel it in, baby. Reel it all in.